Welcome back. I've always been fascinated by podcasts, and my wife always listens to like the murder mystery podcasts.
Right.
But then again, she's always taking notes, and I always wonder why. Okay. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, we're joined by our time management coach and Winfield native Anna Cornick, who has a new podcast, It's About Time, and it really kind of tells us a little bit about efficiency and time management, stuff like that, and kind of the perfect time to kind of get in on that act during the holidays when we're all running short on time.
Very true. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Yes, my name is Anna Cornick. I am a time management coach for busy professionals who want to improve their time management skills so they can stop feeling overwhelmed and start spending time on what matters most. And when it came time to find an opportunity to share my message with more people than just my clients, a podcast really seemed like the perfect fit. I mean, they're perfect to listen to while you're multitasking, and we all need a little more multitasking.
Sure.
And so it's great for the gym. It's great for while you're running errands, whenever you're looking for a change from the murder mystery podcast.
Right. And also, like, for instance, if you've got, you know, a Google Home or an Alexa or something like that, you run up your podcast while you're cooking dinner or whatever. And again, you're saving time while listening to a time-saving podcast.
Definitely, it's a double whammy.
Yeah, it's a catch-20. Well, it's a double whammy, double jeopardy, whatever you want to call it. But you're saving time at both ends of the spectrum.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how folks can download your podcast.
Sure. It's About Time is available on Google Podcasts, on Stitcher, on iTunes, and anywhere or any app that you use to listen to podcasts.
And each podcast is about how long, or do they vary on time?
I like to make them snackable and easy to listen to, but also engaging. So podcasts typically run from 18 to 45 minutes. I like to include a mix of solo shows that are deep dives, almost like mini courses that teach you something new, that teach you a new way to think about your time. And then on the other hand, I like to invite guests on my show who have a lot on their plate. My very first guest actually is a business owner, a full-time employee at the Louisiana Attorney General's office, and has 3 kids under 4.
Oh, wow.
So it was amazing to share with the listeners her story and how she does all of the things that she does.
She deserves a medal.
She really does.
And that's the other thing is we get into the holiday season, everybody's overwhelmed. Everybody, and I've said this more in the last 2 months, my time is very valuable to me. Not necessarily that I'm doing something valuable with my time, but because I have so little free time, I value it so much. So, and I don't want to take away from your podcast. Folks need to go listen to it, but how do we find time for us during the holiday season?
Absolutely. You know, the holidays are really a hectic time. We're running from one thing to the next. We're making our list. We're checking it twice, or we're not getting to everything on our list. And at the end of the day, all we want is time for ourselves, or time with our families, that time doing what matters most. So the episode that went live on Monday is actually 12 tips, the 12 tips of Christmas for surviving the holidays with less stress and more joy. But I'll share 3 of those tips with you today.
Go for it.
So the first one is to let go of perfection. There's no such thing as the perfect tradition, the perfect tree, or the perfect gift. Do your best and just keep going. Second tip is you are not responsible for everyone else's happiness.
That's a good one.
You can do your best, but at the end of the day, you've just got to do your best.
You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Exactly. And then the third tip is that you are free to do the holidays in your own way. And that might look like not taking part in every tradition. That might look like saying no to some invitations. And that might look like taking time for yourself and just spending it on what matters most, whether that's your family, whether that's your church, whether that's your community.
However you value your time.
Exactly.
That's the most important thing. Anna, again, thank you so much, and congratulations on launching your podcast. It's About Time. You can find it pretty much all over the place, but make sure that you can go to myarklemus.com. You can get information there on how to get that podcast.